What if everything that is keeping you weak is something you are allowing yourself to tolerate? What if right now you had the ability to become mentally unbreakable? The ancient philosophy of Stoicism gives us 8 brutal but life-changing laws. They are not comfortable, they are not easy, and they will not flatter you. But if you live them, they will harden you, strengthen you, and give you the power to stand unshaken no matter what storms come your way. The first law is simple but painful. Embrace discomfort like a friend. Most people spend their lives running from what feels unpleasant. They avoid pain, they avoid rejection, they avoid silence, and they avoid struggle. Yet the Stoics knew that by avoiding discomfort, you are also avoiding growth. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that it is not the thing that hurts us, but our judgment about it. A cold shower, an early morning run, fasting for a day, facing that difficult conversation. Each one is a training ground for the mind. When you welcome discomfort, it stops being your enemy and becomes your teacher. And once discomfort teaches you, fear itself loses its grip on you. The second law, master your emotions. Become the commander of your mind. Anger, fear, envy, desire. These are powerful forces. Left unchecked, they will rule you like a tyrant. But the Stoic man or woman knows. Emotions are signals, not chains. You feel them, you notice them, but you do not surrender to them. Epictetus said, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react that matters." Imagine someone insults you. You have a choice. Either you erupt, lose yourself, and hand your power away, or you pause, breathe, and respond with calm dignity. The one who controls their emotions controls their destiny. The third law, stop expecting fairness. Life is not fair, and it never has been. The child is not born into the same family. The worker is not given the same opportunities, and fortune often favors the unworthy. If you waste your years demanding fairness, you will remain bitter and powerless. The Stoic instead asks only one thing: what is in my power right now? Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that the universe is change, and our life is what our thoughts make it. Do not ask, why me? Ask, what next? That shift turns the victim into a warrior. The fourth law is the foundation of all Stoicism. Focus only on what you can control, and let go of the rest. Your thoughts, your actions, your values, these belong to you. The economy, the weather, the opinions of others, these do not. Yet most people spend their entire life obsessing over what they cannot control. Epictetus said, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." Imagine the energy you would regain if you simply stopped worrying about what lies outside your reach. That energy could be directed toward mastery, growth, and peace. The man who focuses only on what he controls is unshakable, for nothing external can truly wound him. The fifth law, practice voluntary hardship. It is not enough to wait for life's blows. You must step willingly into difficulty. Seneca himself would sleep on the floor, though he had a comfortable bed, reminding himself that luxury is never guaranteed. By choosing hardship, you rob it of its sting. Fast when you have food, walk when you own a horse. Work with your hands, though you could be idle. The modern world offers endless comfort, but it breeds soft minds. Take on challenges before they are forced upon you, and when true hardship comes, you will laugh at its power. The sixth law, detach from outcomes, fall in love with the process. We live in a world obsessed with results, money, recognition, applause. But the Stoic does not tie his peace to these fragile things. He ties it to his effort, to his discipline, to his daily practice. Marcus Aurelius said, "Do every act as though it were your last." When you detach from results, you find freedom. The writer writes because writing is noble. The athlete trains because training is worthy. The leader acts justly because virtue is its own reward. When the outcome comes, it is a gift. When it does not, The process itself is already victory. The seventh law: embrace death, live with urgency and purpose. The Stoics spoke often of memento mori. Remember death. You could leave life right now, Marcus warned himself, and so could I, and so could you. Instead of despair, this truth gives us clarity. Every wasted hour, every delayed dream, every shallow distraction is theft from the only treasure we truly possess: time. To remember death is to live fully, without delay, without regret. Death is not the enemy. Regret is. The eighth and final law: be a warrior for virtue, not approval. Most people live as slaves to opinion. They shape their words for applause, their actions for likes, their lives for validation. But the Stoics rejected this weakness. What matters is not approval. What matters is virtue, courage, temperance, justice, wisdom. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." When your compass is virtue, you cannot be lost even in the darkest storm. These 8 laws are brutal, yes. They will strip away excuses, expose your weakness, and demand discipline. But in that stripping, you will discover a power that cannot be broken. Imagine a life where discomfort trains you instead of defeating you, where emotions obey you instead of ruling you, where unfairness does not touch you, control is clear, hardship is welcomed, process is cherished, death is honored, and virtue is your armor. That is the Stoic life. That is the unbreakable mind. So tonight, when you leave this space, do not simply remember these words. Choose one law, just one. Live it tomorrow. Live it for a week. Watch what happens. You will not recognize yourself. And when the world tries to bend you, when storms rage, when loss comes, when fear knocks at your door, you will stand firm, calm, and unbreakable. Because you will not merely know the Stoic laws, you will have become them.